Hello and welcome to Seasonal Chair Yoga with me, Sarah. Today's practice is a autumn practice for the equinox. It would be good if you could have, but not essential, some yoga bricks or some books or maybe a bolster, something that you can place under your feet later on in practice. Not essential, but would be good if you could get it. Also, if you could have a blanket or cushion, that would also be nice at the end, but prioritise getting some books if you're in a hurry. You won't need that as much. But yes, finding a seat here and coming to start our practice for the autumn equinox. Finding your seat, making sure the soles of your feet are connected with the floor, so maybe coming forward in your chair if you need to. Noticing if it would be good for you to have a cushion or a block behind you to support you, or a rolled yoga mat can be good to put behind you as well, if that support would be of benefit. So finding your comfortable seat, and if comfortable too, closing down the eyes. Using this autumn equinox practice to draw away from and let go of the more active months of the year. As summer softens into autumn, we can move our focus inwards, a more restorative time of year to nourish ourselves, plan for next summer. For now, turn our mind's eye towards the idea of letting go of the action and embracing a restoration and looking inwards. Noticing a shift, autumnal winds and change on the air. So starting to connect now with our breath. As we inhale, turning the palms of the hands up. And exhaling, turning the palms of the hands down. Your own breath length, inhaling palms up. Exhaling palms down. 2 or 3 more of these. Noticing the subtle changes in the body as you open and inhale, and as you exhale and close. So finishing on an exhale, bringing the hands back to rest in the lap, closing down the eyes. Again, noticing the soles of the feet connecting with the ground. Noticing the sit bones connecting with your chair. And allowing the vertebrae just to drift apart and lengthen as the crown of the head floats. Letting softness in between the spine. But allowing space. Bringing the fingertips to the shoulders. Perhaps holding on to the shoulders and lifting the elbows. We'll come to an inhale and let the right elbow drift up, and we'll gaze over the right elbow. Inhale and then exhale, coming back to center. Inhaling, the left elbow drifts up, gaze over the elbow, and exhaling, drift back to centre, facing forwards. So to your own breath length now, inhaling to the right and exhaling down. Inhale to the left and exhale down. Last time, inhale right and exhale to the front. Inhale to the left, looking up, and exhale to the front, unfurling, releasing the hands, shaking the wrists and the fingers, letting that go. And before we come to our next little sequence, we will bring the bricks under the feet. As I say, you can use a bolster if you like, or you could use a couple of yoga blocks or some books. Just make sure that you can have the heels pretty much, if it's comfortable for you, underneath the knees. And using the blocks here is purchase to shimmy the hips back and just finding a slightly different place on your chair, noticing now the difference you might feel in your core, around your waist, and making any adjustments you need for comfort. So for this forward fold then, we'll raise our arms out to the side and fold forwards, and then come back up and release the hands back down again, and using your own comfortable breath length, or just doing the movement and letting go of following of the breath if that feels too much complexity today. So finding the breath, inhaling, arms up, exhaling, folding forwards, inhaling, arms up, and exhaling, arms down. Now just noticing here, before we do the next, how did that feel? Was it okay to come all the way down, or would it be more comfortable maybe to rest your elbows on your knees and come here for your forward fold? So checking in with your body and what feels right for you. And returning to the breath once more. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling, arms to the side. Once more, inhaling, hands up. Exhaling to your forward fold. Remember, you can come halfway. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling, releasing the arms to the side. Now on this final one, we'll hold the forward fold for a few breaths. Inhaling, arms out to the sides. Exhaling, folding forwards to your forward fold. Pausing here, breathing into the back of the body. Exhaling through an open mouth. Inhaling to the side ribs. And exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling to the back of the neck. And exhaling through an open mouth. Now inhaling to come up, arms to the side. And exhaling, resting the hands onto the lap. Good. Okay, taking note. How is the body feeling? Is it time to pause? So for the next little stretch, crossing the left hand to the right knee, and then the right hand over onto the left knee. And then curling the chin towards the chest and tilting the pelvis forward to curl the spine. Just holding a few breaths here. Feeling the stretch through the back of the body. Pushing your feet into the bricks. And releasing that, going to sit straight. And this time having the left hand over the top, crossing the left hand over the top, hands to the knees. And then we'll do that same stretch again. Belly goes concave. Chin towards the chest, tilting the pelvis, creating that C shape with the back stretching through the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, down through the waist. Using the breath to feel into the stretch in the fascia, the interconnected parts of tissue, muscles, tendons, and then relaxing that, releasing. Good. So we'll come to a child's pose now. So if you did get the luxury item on the list, cushion and blanket, that's just to go on your knee here. So for this child's pose in the chair, it may be an option if you wish to actually make the support under your feet a little higher, but if that's just too much faff, you can stay here and you can bring your forearms onto the padding that you have, if you have any, or just onto your lap, and you can use it either for your elbows so that your palms can cup over your face and you can support your head in the palms of your hands, cradle your head, or depending on the flexibility you have in your spine, and don't push this, this is a relaxing pose now to finish towards our transition into autumn. You may find that you could make a stack with your hands or your forearms, and the aim here is to be drawing the back of the body here, the back of the pelvic area, is to draw that base of the spine back towards the chair. So the pelvis is heavy, but the head is heavy too. So that's drawing a lovely stretch through the spine, but only as far as feels nice for you today. So seeing if you can relax the breath now and sink into this pose, this introspective pose, as we head towards these darker months where we can look inwards and reflect and plan for the more active months on the other side of winter. But for now, we plan how to look after ourselves as we head towards perhaps hibernation, taking our cues from the wildlife around us, gathering nuts and foraging for food, drawing in what we need to tend to ourselves through winter. Coming out of this child's pose now, you can keep your props where they are and just bring your hands to rest there. And for a shavasana then, pushing into the bricks, you may want to push them forward slightly so that you can push into the back of the chair. You might want to use your props behind your back, or you may want to just tuck your hands under to keep them warm, whatever's comfortable there for you. But sitting back in the chair now, releasing the effort, releasing the stretch, letting the movement we've done together just settle into the body. Finding some peace and some quiet and some settled moments. Pausing here, I'll just give you a few words from Emily Bronte. Fall leaves fall, die flowers away, lengthen night and shorten day. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn trees. Before we finish our seated Shavasana, bringing the palms of the hands together, keeping the eyes closed for now, rubbing the palms so there is warmth between them, really generating that heat, and cupping the hands, placing them tenderly and carefully over the eyes, feeling the warmth from your hands created by you. Opening the eyes behind the hands and letting in that light. And we come to close this autumn equinox practice. If you wish to draw your hands to heart center, I wish you peace and good health. Om Shanti.